fire evacuation drill. Apparently it's going to take another 20 minutes before we can get back up to the room. The plan from here is head upstairs, do an update on the drone, charge all the equipment, and then go and hit up the parks near Petronas Towers, do the KL Skywalk, and what was the other one? Isn't there another park? Skywalk?
And KLCC Park.
CC Park? What was another park?
Okay, cool.
That's today's plan. Didn't get much accomplished yesterday as we got smashed with wet weather again. So hopefully it looks like the weather's going to pan out pretty nice today at this stage. No noticeable clouds so far. So just need to wait this drill out. Can't use the lifts yet.
Yeah, it'll be a long walk up there with the stairs.
Yeah, not going up 20 stories in the stairs.
Probably won't go up there anyway.
Yeah, probably not. So, a little bit annoying so far. I've had a few issues with this room actually so far this trip. Nothing major, just a lot of little inconveniences. But nothing we can really do about that. So we'll get up as soon as this drill is over, smash all that stuff out, and head off to probably do the KL Park first.
Skywalk and close first.
Huh? Close up?
Skywalk.
Alright, Skywalk first, then we go head up the park. Just gotta wait it out. Nothing we can do.
Now the sun's out a little bit more, it's much warmer in there.
It is quite
Very, very hot and humid, very sweaty.
Yeah,
We haven't had a lot of so far. It's been so overcast and rainy.
Yeah.
Actually, quite a lot cooler.
and all the rain has just gotten so much worse with the humidity today. Still nowhere near as hot as we thought it was going to be, but it's bearable. We're also going to try out some of those, what are they called? The beam scooters.
Yeah.
So I just signed up with a Beam account earlier this morning. Gal's already got one. We're going to try out some of these. What are they? 1.5, bring it to start off your journey, and then 0.45, bring it for every minute that you spend on the journey. Then we've just noticed on the app where you can actually, if you return it to certain zones, you get 1 ring in credit. So find where the closest zone is to here when we come back.
Yeah, you almost get your entire unlocking feedback.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you put it at a convenient spot.
Yeah. So probably got close to another 15 minutes to this crap. And once we're ready to go, we'll get back to you. And back to the room. So that whole thing took about, what do you reckon, Dal? About half hour?
Yep.
It's about half hour. So first to drill, which was timed really inconveniently. It was about that 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock mark, which is when all the check-ins happen. So there's people constantly coming in to check in with their luggage. At the same time, there's people getting rushed out of their rooms, elevators on lockdown. There was some sort of back of house area with a garage roller door or something where people were getting escorted out. Supposedly all the drill, but just timed really inconveniently. So I don't think that was a drill. I think something happened, but no way to find out really. The only problem with that is the lineup for the lifts at the end of it. So there's 8 lifts in total currently, and only 4 of them have been working since we got here. So 2 sets of 4 lifts. Out of 1 set there's only 1 working, and out of the other set there's only 3 working. So the lineup for the lifts was insane. Then waiting and waiting and waiting for the lifts, it was like every first or second floor coming down, it was dropping someone off. And then by the time it got to ground level, it was packed. Finally, everyone getting out, and every single time it came down, it was always going down to the basement parking levels. So I think we jumped on like the 3rd or 4th one, Dale, that came down. A little bit annoying. Yeah. So at this stage, Dale's just getting his gear on charge now. I got my phone on charge. Probably going to give it about 45 minutes before we head back out, because as we were coming up, we could see that people were still waiting for lifts. So there were obviously still people in the building trying to get downstairs, waiting for lifts on every floor, basically. So yeah, it might be worth waiting just to avoid the inconvenience. But at this stage, we're just going to chill out for a little bit in the room, calm ourselves down. I'm a bit agitated right now. Dale's pretty calm about it. He's Mr. Mellow. And then off to the parks. Catch you then.
What is up? Made it to KLCC Park. You can see behind me up there, Patronus Towers. We came out a little bit earlier today because there's a little bit of sunshine out there today. A few clouds in the sky. Definitely the most hot it's been this whole trip. Very, very humid. Very hot and bothered. So I had to pull up a chair in the shade here as soon as we got to the park. It was quite a hot walk here. There's a cool breeze, which is nice to cool off. There's a crazy amount of people in the park here playing Pokemon. I'll spin you around, have a look. Pokemon players everywhere. And that is where JC's disappeared to. He's gone for a wander to try and find something local around here. I'm having a wee rest to cool off in the park here, and then we're gonna, while it's still sunny out, see if we can get a couple of drone shots. But there is a lot of people around, so maybe a little bit tricky. But it is a lovely, lovely park, and a very, very large park. Patronus Twin Towers down above there. Oh boy, so glad there's a cool breeze, because damn, it is hot. One thing awesome about KL here is there's so much green everywhere. Not just in the park here, obviously there's a lot of trees and grass here because it's an actual park, but everywhere you go, like the main streets, like right at the city centre around Bukit Bintang, which I'm assuming is the main business district of the city. It's like skyscrapers everywhere, but all the main streets there are all lined with not just small trees and shrubs, but like massive, enormous trees that are towering above. So I guess it's kind of similar to Singapore, but definitely a very, very well developed city, and loads of green everywhere, even though it's the big smoke. Okay, let's go. JC reckons he found a nice open clearing to launch the drone, so that's where we're headed. Although nobody's stepping on the grass, so not 100% if we're allowed to walk over onto the grass or near the grass or whatever the case is, but it is a massive open clearing, so should be fine regardless. Some droning launch.
It's a park, right?
Sure.
You don't sit on the grass in a park, you don't sit on the concrete.
True. Go around from over here, check out the towers.
Yeah. Look at that, guys. That is awesome.
Okay, let's go. So here we are at very, very hot day today at KLCC Park. Is it KLCC Park or just KLCC?
Park.
KLCC Park. Found a nice little, what do you call them? Pergola area. You know, a little bit of shade, which we really needed. We did a full walk around this whole park earlier, and it is a stinker today. So let's pop out in the sun for 2 seconds and you'll know, ooh, straight away that brightness on the lens there. It's a direct hit from the sun at the moment. There are a few clouds around. It looks like it might rain a little bit later, but for now it's an absolute scorcher. But middle of this park here. Can't believe we missed this one last time actually. So it's just behind the Petronas Towers, so you can see just behind me there. There we go. So it's the main park just behind Petronas Towers. Huge big park, multiple kids play area, kids activity play areas around. Lots of big lush green patches of grass everywhere. Just all different types of flora and fauna spread around the park here, and just absolutely surrounded by buildings all the way around. It's literally a big patch of green in the middle of a concrete jungle, and we're going to try and get a drone launch happening today. We missed our opportunity for a few things yesterday. We both got a late start after the late night we had at Jelana Law a couple nights ago, and both feeling a bit worse for wear. You might be able to tell if you have a look, go and have a look at that video. We had a bit to drink, so yeah, late start yesterday and didn't accomplish too much. Plus on top of that, it thunderstormed mid-afternoon as we were coming out to go here, and as well as a couple of the other parks to go and visit. So none of that happened yesterday, and it felt like a bit of a wasted day. But today, catching the sun while it's out. I think the forecast said about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock it's going to start to rain. So about 1:30 now at the moment here. So we're going to try get this drone launch happening. So Dale's just over there trying to sort out the settings there. Didn't you get it sorted yesterday or the day before?
What?
The drone? Like updates and stuff? So what's the issue? Huh?
Didn't need any.
Okay, so what's going on today? Oh, okay.
And KLCC is a restricted zone.
So looks like no droning from here, unfortunately. How did you just find that out now?
Well, last time I looked online, it said you didn't need any and you could fly up to 400 metres. But this says since 2016 you have to have a permit.
Yeah. Right. Well, in that case, might just do a quick walk around then with the camera gear, seeing as we won't be getting any drone shots. So you need a permit for the country, not for the area. Right. So heads up to any drone enthusiasts wanting to come to KL. You do need a drone permit.
That's 800 RM.
800 RM for a drone permit. So what's that in Oz? That's about $300 in AUD.
Less than that.
Yeah, a little bit less, but yeah. All right. Well, we might do a full circle with the gear and at least get a good look at the park.
check this out. Just gone to the other end of the park, and there's massive fountains here. One side, people are swimming in them. Have a look at this. Probably the distance. I'll take for a walk down there and see. But let's spin around to my left, and we'll go down to this pond slash water feature, fountain kind of a thing. This would be so cool at night. I'm imagining there would be LEDs under all those fountains. And then look up there. Wow, big buildings.
And here we are at the Green Man.
Why do you do that every time?
Just to annoy you.
So good.
And we made it.
This dude never make a YouTuber. He has the most embarrassing stuff ever.
That's crap because I got recognised in the park as we were changing cameras. Yeah.
Because some dude wanted a photo with him, he thinks that he was recognised from YouTube.
Okay, look. The KL video that we posted, how long ago? 2 months, 3 months ago? Yeah, 2 months ago, had the highest growth rate in views for an organic post than we've ever had for any other video so far, correct?
Yeah, but add some context to it.
Okay.
Like we virtually get hardly any views on most of our videos.
That's true. But the KL video that we posted skyrocketed in views. I think we're already up to like 10k views or something like that, isn't it? Like it got up there.
No, it's not that high. It's like not even 1500 yet.
Oh, okay. Well, anything over 1,000 is big for us at the moment.
Anyway.
Yeah, for us anyway. It jumped up like straight away. And considering that was an organic post, there was no paid advertisement or anything like that. It was completely organic. And then all of a sudden, we're doing some camera switches in the middle of the park. I'm just sweating, put my bag down, put the glasses down. I did a quick walk around just to cool myself up and went down some stairs while Dal's doing some camera changes, and these boys come up to us and goes, "Oh, Mister, photo," you know, so, you know, not so much English on there, and so I'm just like, yeah, cool, all right, photo, let's do it. Take a photo, oh, thank you. So, like, I can't think of any other reason at all. Can you think of any other reason at all?
Well, yeah, because the first suggestion that JC made was, holy how red my nose is. There's sunburn as hell. Okay, what did you say the first suggestion was?
Alright, the first suggestion that I said was that because I sort of look like Tiger Woods, a little bit. So if you see that mug shot of Tiger Woods from when he got arrested for the DUI, that's me first thing in the morning. Like, no crap, that's me, that's my face. Look. Just with a bit of scraggly hair. That was my suggestion, but I'm clearly not Tiger Woods.
Straggly hair, like 5 years ago, straggly hair, 5 years ago.
Anyway, clearly bald. But I don't think that was it. So I'm very certain that it was, we got recognised because I'm highly featured in that video. I don't know if you guys seen that video. Jump in. I'm pretty sure it's called like First Visit to KL. Is that the video name? Or First Time in KL?
First time Malaysia.
First Time Malaysia, yeah. So,
And KL.
yeah. If you want to go have a look, jump into that video. It's basically just me talking crap about the room and doing a walk around. But like I said, it was our highest organic viewed post, and that's my theory. Anyway, it was pretty cool. Like, even if it was, like, Even if it wasn't, it was cool. Someone just goes, hey, let's have a photo. I'm like, yeah, sure, total stranger, let's get a photo. Cool.
He's jealous now. He's so jealous. I'm more realistic. I think it's amusing when you watch this back. You're going to go, oh, I can't believe how much I love myself.
I don't love myself. I've learnt to like myself a little bit, but I don't know if I'm at love yet. I don't know if we're going to go that far into the relationship just yet with myself.
We're talking about 1,200 views on one video, getting recognised in the park on Rockpool.
No, I'm saying that the KL video that we did was the quickest growing viewed video that we've ever posted, correct?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. I'm just trying to put two and two together and trying to figure out why the hell some random dude wanted a photo with me.
Lots of people like to get photos of foreigners.
You're more of a foreigner looking dude than I am in this country.
That is true.
That is true.
But
Anyway, look, day started off super crappy. We got out of the room at 20 to 11. Plan was head downstairs, go find a breakfast spot, grab a coffee, grab something to eat, and then do our walk around the parks and all that sort of stuff. First off, it took us 35 minutes to leave the hotel. About 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes waiting for the lift, I would say. Would that be accurate?
probably a touch longer.
Yeah. So about that, waiting for the lifts. Finally got into a lift. So we're on the 20th floor. It was stopping sort of every 2 floors down, picking up more people. Once it hit floor 9, the doors wouldn't open. And we were stuck. Elevator was stuck.
And
completely crowded.
Back of the elevator, so we couldn't reach any buttons. And full of, I'm assuming they were Chinese, perhaps, but I don't know. Lots of Asian people didn't speak any English. And with the suitcase stuff, like, we were jammed right to the back. So then we stopped. All the buttons, like all the floors that were pushed for the way down, they all stopped. So there was no floor for us to go to, right? And we were stuck. But none of them would push any buttons, including the bell button for help. No one pushed anything. Like, push the button. So then finally, after ages, and then in panic, and I have no idea what they're saying, but everyone was in a panic. Speak a language we couldn't understand. And finally, someone pushed the bell button. It was like we couldn't reach all the way forward over all these people to push it. And then they were pushing it, this bell button, but no one would push the floor like to go down. So then, after some weird noise, alarm went off after we pushed the button. So I imagine somebody heard the alarm from the building maybe or something. They tried doing a reset or something, whatever they do for elevators. Anyway, what happened then was people on higher floors must have pushed the Hail elevator because all the buttons, because they resetted the elevator, all the floors reset, so we weren't going down anymore. So then someone hailed the elevator up, and we ended up going to the 40th floor, I think.
We got off at the 40th. There was one stop before that.
The 30th. Then we went to the 40th, and we're like, no, gotta get out. We're like, excuse me, and like, no one would get out to let us out. Had to like force our way through all these crowded people. Got out the 40th, walked to the next set of elevators because, well, probably should add some context here. There's 2 sets of elevators. Two sets of 4, and one set is 3 lifts out of action, only one works, and that's the one that we had. And then you walk around to the other side of the building, there's another set of 4. So we got out of the 40th, walked around to the other set of 4, out an elevator, one open, completely full, couldn't fit in there. Had to let that go, held another elevator. A few minutes later, another elevator open, completely full, we couldn't fit in there, had to let that go on their own, and then held an elevator again, and then it took perhaps another 8 to 10 minutes before one got in, and it was empty. Couldn't believe it. I think it stopped twice on the way down, maybe.
Twice, empty people. That was all in all, 35 minutes from leaving our room to leaving the hotel for an entrance downstairs. So very crappy starts of the day, but
Heaps of sunshine.
Heaps of sunshine.
And you can see from my nose, I've got crazy burnt. I'm like Rudolph at the moment. That's not good. We went to KLCC Park. And it was boiling hot, classic tropical weather. Something we haven't really experienced so far this trip. So it's been reasonably cool with the overcast weather and heaps and heaps of rain. But today was sunshine all around. It was freaking hot. Spring rolls? Ooh, food's here. Thank you.
Anyway, a little bit more context. Here is our lunchy snack thing. We spent a good, you reckon, close to an hour in that park?
I thought it was way more than that.
Yeah? Way more than an hour. Anyway, the park was amazing. We got loads of footage. It happened to be the Pokemon Go Community Day today, and parks just pack out for that sort of stuff. I don't know if anyone that's watching this is a Pokemon Go player. I play a little bit. Dallas got into it at the start, but hasn't touched it since. The community days, the parks always pack out. There were plenty of people in the park just on their phones, which is really funny. Get a lot of older people complaining back home, especially if I'm in a park on a community day, and they're just going out for a walk, you know, an older couple, and they crack it. They absolutely crack it at everybody for being on their phone in the middle of a park. Anyway, so the park was pretty packed until about 2 o'clock. Then we started doing our laps, did a few hyperlapses. The downside is we're directly in the sun pretty much the whole time with a very few spots of shade. And then from the park we started just doing laps and walks around street sides. We really should have stopped in at like a 7-Eleven, got a glass of water or something like that, but finally got down to here. We're right around the corner from Jelana Lawn now. Now this, I don't know if you can see behind me the Healing Max here. That's the first bar that we ever went to the last time we were here. We came straight from Bar 2 Caves. We got in a taxi and we said, take us to a bar. And the driver said, what's a bar? What do you mean a bar? And we said, like a bar, somewhere we can drink alcohol. And he goes, saloon. And we go, okay, yeah, sure, saloon. So he dropped us off here. And that's the pub right there that we had a drink at.
This street is Changkat Bukit Bintang.
Try it again?
Changkat Bukit Bintang.
So Bukit Bintang, I'm pretty sure, is the suburb. Yeah. So the street is Changkat. Changkat?
Yeah, well it says both here. Changkat Bukit Bintang is the street.
Okay.
But yeah, Bukit Bintang is definitely an area, province, suburb, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Well, that's the station name as well, so that had to be the suburb.
And the Jelana Law night food market runs off this road. Sort of side road to it. Yeah.
We got here, we're currently at the Green Man restaurant and pub. We can make that out on the Green Man. Anyway, another Irish pub. As you can see, they're serving every single beer and cider in a Guinness glass. Now, I run an Irish pub back home, and I can tell you there's no way I'd be doing this. The only thing that goes in this is Guinness in my pub.
Yeah, that's totally non-kosher.
Yeah.
Non-kosher at all.
Well, he's the ex-manager of the same pub that I'm working at now, so we're on the same page here. By the time we got here, I think it's fair to say we were completely run down and out of sweat. To the point where I had nothing left to give except the sweat coming out of my hands. It's been that kind of a day. We had to get out, we had to get something done today. Like I said before, yesterday was a little bit of a bust. We had a big night the night before at Jelana Law.
And I had a massive night the night before.
Yeah.
I went out drinking till pretty much daylight. And then I felt quite crook yesterday. And I was sore and sorry for myself, feeling unwell the afternoon, the last day. So hardly ate the previous day. And early night to bed, didn't get much done.
So it's his fault.
Yes. But if we're going to play this lame game, let's go the entire part of the Pattaya trip for Songkran, you were out of action. And about 3 days prior to that, before we got to Pattaya, so pretty much a whole week out of the entire last trip you spent in the room.
Let me add some context to that. Okay. Our second last day on our last trip in Phuket, so we did a Thailand trip for the Songkran Festival, big water festival in Thailand. We started off in Phuket, at Patong, and we miscalculated our dates. We thought it was a 3-day festival, and we timed it out so that we were going to get there early and then have 3 days of Songkran Festival in Phuket, and then we'd leave the very next day and end up in Pattaya and have the rest of the week there for the Songkran Festival. Our dates got mixed up a little bit, so in Phuket it was 1 day earlier than we anticipated, and it only ran for 2 days, not 3. So we had a couple of days to kill. We went and did a little bit of exploring, and I had a little bit of a bike accident. So I wrecked my right arm pretty bad, and then yes, by the time we got to Pattaya a couple of days later, I was still suffering with a busted up arm, and on top of that, I caught a very, very bad cold, or flu, or virus, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, high temp, sweats, constant nausea. It was pretty bad. I got as much over-the-counter pharmaceutical medicine as I could, and I was slamming it down, but for 2 days I was completely out of action, in the room, in and out of consciousness. 2 days. 2 days.
Yeah, before we got to Pattaya, 2 days. And the entire Pattaya trip, the last day you went out a little bit.
Yeah. It knocked me out.
So I don't know how you get 2 days out.
It was fun to give him crap about yesterday.
The time difference is way different 1 day compared to like almost 6 for you.
It's fine, because tonight we're set. We're going to do Tapak urban street food with cameras. Something we didn't do last time, but last time we got there really late too. That was the other part of it, because a lot of the really good food was all run out already. I think we got there about 7 or 8 o'clock at night last time, wasn't it?
It was definitely after 7.
It was after 7 o'clock, but all the really nice, there was a couple of trucks that had like a spicy chicken wing or a wing on a stick or something like that, or ribs on a stick or something like that. No, they just sounded so good. You walk past the stands and you read the signs and you just want exactly what they're selling, like spicy chicken wings on a stick, and it just sounds amazing, let alone to eat it. And then we go up and they say, sorry, we're sold out, you should have come earlier. So we vowed, right, we're going to do this and we're going to do it early. So like 5 o'clock, we got to go 5 o'clock to get this done. And so we've been here 4 nights. This is night 4, night 5. I think it's night 5 now, yeah. We would have done it last night, but like I said, both of us were knocked out. It was just I think it was just a rest day for us, but anyway, we're good now. What time is it now? 5 past 12. It's about 4 o'clock here at the moment. So I'm going to say 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Alright, so we've got 2 hours. I think we might do a couple more drinks here, get our spring rolls to hold us over for now. Yep, hang on, there we go. And that is all we're going to eat. We're going to savour ourselves. We're going to go to Tapak Street Food tonight and
Milky mango.
Milky mango, yeah. Milky mango. Yeah. It's like a mango lassi, except, how would you put it, Dale?
No, it's kind of like a mango lassi, but way more creamy and more milky. I don't know. It is absolute heaven in a glass. So delicious. If not the most delicious thing I've ever tried in my entire life.
He feels about milky mango the same way I feel about a fried durian. Which I'm going to try and find tonight as well.
Previous to the milky mango, I've probably considered a watermelon shake from Thailand the most amazing thing in a drink ever. But the milky mango is all way next level.
up, man? Alright. So that's our plan for tonight. Park Street Food Restaurant. Park Urban Street Food Restaurant. All the stuff we couldn't get last time. The spicy chicken wings, the spicy ribs, all that sort of street food stuff. Milky mango for him, and fried durian for me. A bit. I think Mark Weens is going to coin that face just so that you can't do that anymore.
Sorry, Mark, that was definitely an envy of you. Because you travel for food. I wish we could travel for food.
Yeah, that'd be good. Anyway, we just travel. We're going to have a couple more drinks, going to smash these spring rolls. PG. We're going to smash a couple more drinks. We're going to have our snack food, and hopefully, when I turn this camera back on, we will see you at Park Urban Street Food. Ciao.